Hello, Madonna fans and friends, and welcome to another episode of Diva News. It's Miriam here, and I'm happy to have you here with me for another episode. And I hope you were able to check out our last one, which was our special birthday episode and announcement of our contest. But we'll tell you a little bit about that contest because it's still going on in this episode. We're also going to talk about Madonna and her birthday party and what she did and some of these amazing photos. I mean, she is sizzling in this photo, right? She's giving us fever. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about something Guy Osiris said that was very ominous and interesting and mysterious and like, what does that mean? And we're going to get into our usual sections, which include a collectible corner. You'll want to stay tuned to see if you love those long boxes, and a secret photo of the week that shows Madonna feeding someone grapes. Are you wondering when that was? Well, that'll be also included at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that and fan feedback. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Let's get into it. To start off, let's talk about the birthday celebration that Madonna had, and she had quite the big to do. As we know, we talked about this a little bit in the short, if you were able to catch it earlier this week, that Madonna indeed celebrated in Italy. She had all of her kids with her, as this beautiful photo we see. Everyone was there, all six of her kids, and of course she had her new rumored boyfriend with her as well. And many of her friends came out for the event in Italy, in Pompeii, as well as Portofino. Um, we know that she was there at the archaeological site to visit, take a tour, a guided tour, and saw many of the sites. And took part in a presentation, which was called "Dream of Flying," and I think that it was basically an art project that they have for students to get involved in the arts and theater. And they put together a presentation for her, and she's helping to support that, which is great. You know, I know Madonna, we know she loves to help out in any kind of creative projects to get young people involved in being creative. We know that she supports not only her own children to be creative and learn a musical instrument or to do something creative in the arts, you know, like Rocco with his art and painting, but in general, like to give everyone opportunities. So it's so nice that while she's celebrating, she's thinking about others and doing something like that, but also that she had a full family affair, as we can see here, and enjoyed celebrating her 66th with all these wonderful people and being able to enjoy the end of a great tour, having a song in the top of the charts. I think I was listening to MLVC podcast that was saying it was possibly in the top 10 in the UK. Um, so that's incredible. I mean, you know, it's doing so well. It's bringing her music back to the forefront, classic hits that we grew up on, but newer generations may not be familiar with, and they're starting to discover her, and we are rediscovering her classic hits. And of course, we have many big anniversaries coming up. One very soon here with Bedtime Stories, and the other one, 40 years for Like a Virgin. So those are coming up, and it'll be fun to see what she does and what people will do to honor and commemorate those anniversaries. But this looked like such a lot of fun. She had lots of great photos, great outfits, as we're going to see a few more of those photos in this video. And we're so happy. Happy birthday, Madonna. What a wonderful celebration. And I also wanted to put a shout out here. MLVC Podcast had an amazing recent episode celebrating the 66th birthday, got together and talked about a lot of the latest information of what she was up to. And of course, we're sharing some things here as well. So thank you so much, MLVC Podcast, for all your information because they revealed something interesting that I didn't know about, as I don't have a lot of social media and I'm not always on to what everyone is talking about. But Guy Siri recently said something kind of interesting and mysterious about the Celebration Tour. Apparently, he was talking about how the Celebration Tour is over for now. And so they were speculating on it, and they didn't think it was probably anything at all, mostly probably to do with the fact that we'll probably soon get some sort of format of either Blu-ray or streaming, or one could only hope that it could be in the theater like a lot of the concerts are these days. I would love to see that. The only time I've ever gone to something like that was for Prince. He did his was it the Hits tour? He put that in the theaters for one night, and we got to go and relive that concert, which was amazing. So if we had something like that, that would be awesome. And I know fans would just go out for that in droves, just because we would love to see it in that format. So maybe it's referencing that. Maybe it's referencing something else. They did speculate, although they didn't think that it would probably be that. But the idea of a residency, or the idea that she would extend the tour, as we see Taylor Swift, for example, has a really long tour going on right now with her latest tour. And that's kind of a thing people do now because, the industry is so different. You don't have physical sales anymore of the albums and paraphernalia and everything to keep people purchasing. Concert tickets is really where it's at. So, and if people have the desire, which obviously in the Brazil show we saw just how many people she can bring in. Maybe that is the reference, is that she might be thinking of doing something scaled back but similar. Or if you remember, just before Confessions album, she had put together music for a Broadway theatrical presentation of her life. Was that going to be called Hello Suckers? Um, Correct me in the comments if you remember all those details, but what if there's going to be a celebration tour themed theatrical presentation of her life? That's something that I've seen other artists are doing. And so it does at least get us kind of excited and thinking about what could he have meant, or maybe it was just kind of whetting our appetites for something, something that's coming. And so we will just have to wait and see. I will keep my ears peeled, eyes peeled, nose peeled, whatever peeled, to see if I hear anything and get that to you guys if there's some kind of announcement. But yeah, that's interesting. It's an interesting statement. He probably knows what he's doing. He knows that he's drumming up some interest for something, and whatever it is, we're going to be very keen on it, because this tour was incredible. And so, if you have some theories, share them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And now it's time for Collectible Corner. And I was thinking, if we are in the late summer, so about 37 years ago, this movie, Who's That Girl, was everywhere. And this single was everywhere, causing a commotion. One of my favorite Madonna dance singles. I mean, when she did it the first night in Seattle and did the a cappella, if you see my video on this channel when I was singing along, I could tell I was very excited, because I literally cried my eyes out to get this thing. This is the long box of the Cause and the Commotion cassette maxi single, which I still have, with some of my favorite, like everyone that has their favorite Madonna remixes. These are mine. Absolutely at the top, like up there with You Can Dance, is the Movie House mix, Silver Screen mix, the Silver Screen dub. I mean, I lived for these when they came out. I begged and begged to go to the store to get this, and the minute I had it, I was playing it. I was thinking of making my own remixes. It was so inspiring. I just loved the mixes back then, like the You Can Dance Too. The way that it just extends, and there's all this like other instrumentation and um, classic 80s remixes, right? The way they used to do stuff. And so, long boxes were a thing back then. All the CDs had them, as we know. And I might have some of the album long boxes. They might be in a box somewhere. But cassette maxi single long box, kind of strange and different, kind of rare, but it was a thing back then. And if you have it, share in the comments, or if you remember this cassette maxi single, if you were lucky enough to get it when it came out, because man, I'll tell you, this was like when we started to get mixes on cassette. Until then, it wasn't really easy to do, and then we started getting cassette singles more regularly. But yeah, this is one of those Miriam's personal, like, I get those strong memories when I see this. So hope you enjoy, and Happy anniversary, causing a commotion. And now it's time for another episode of fan feedback. And I want to thank you all once again for your feedback. Our last video didn't get as much viewership as the previous video, but we did have a few comments, so we're going to get into that. And one of the comments is from someone I personally know, and I'm going to give them a bit of a shout out because they have an amazing channel that I think you should all be checking out as they go on their Madonna journey. So the first one is from Madam Roast Beef, and that's their channel name. And they said, "Happy birthday, Madonna, greatest artist of all time. I've reacted to every Madonna video and going through all of the other concert tours, um, MVs, music videos, and wants Madame Roast Beef wants you to check out the journey that they have been on because it is incredible. I've been watching from like a very long time ago as I started watching when he started, and reacting to all the videos, and now on to the tours. Just finished Blonde Ambition, and I've also become friends with him on Facebook, and he's just such a wonderful person. Has a lot of stories to tell. Did get to go to the Celebration tour and shared blogs for that. So check out Madame Roast Beef. Check out this channel. Another channel that I think is amazing is Our Anxious Reactions. um, Brenda, and I'm forgetting the other girl's name, but they're a mother-daughter team, and they've been going on their Madonna journey, and I'm just scooping it all up. I love their reactions, their analysis, and every era they're going in order, and watching interviews and concerts. They just finished Reinvention tour, so I'm going to have to put my 2 cents in. As you all know, I had my own personal experience with that tour, but I think it's so great that we are getting different people like getting involved in the Madonna journey and seeing what it's like to be in our community and to go from somebody who's like, oh yeah, I know Vogue and I know Like a Virgin, to being like a fan and knowing all those little details that we all know. So congratulations to them for their amazing channels. Once again, Madame Roast Beef and Our Anxious Reactions. And we also had another comment from at Madonna Martin, letting me know they love the channel. Thank you again. I think Madonna Martin has been very supportive of us throughout this entire time. And I appreciate all your positive energy. It makes me smile and it makes me feel more and more confident in myself because, as I told you guys, with my vision impairment, sometimes I'm feeling a bit awkward. I'll forget some details or I'll have something that doesn't quite go right. But I know you guys are with me, and that just makes me so happy. So thanks again, everyone, for your feedback. And, we'll see what happens next week. Make sure you comment if you have something you want to talk about. Doesn't have to be about anything in the video. Could just be any random Madonna thing, and it may be mentioned in the next video. All right. Thanks, you guys. I want to thank you all for watching this episode of Diva News with me this week. And this is time for our secret photo of the week. And it's around that time that Material Girl video was about to be filmed, just right after the American Music Awards. Here's Madonna feeding somebody some grapes. I don't know if this was a soap opera actor or just some random 80s actor. But if anyone knows who this is in this photo, please tell us in the comments. I got this from a teen magazine at the time, and Madonna looked so pretty that night. She had her leather jacket on, and she was schmoozing with everyone from Dick Clark to she was with Jelly Bean and posing with him as well. And soon after that, she was on the set preparing the Material Girl video. And of course, fate would have her meet Sean Penn, and we know a lot what would happen next after that. But I thought I'd share this photo with you, and wouldn't it be great to have Madonna feeding us grapes? Yeah, we would like that. But in the meantime, we don't have grapes, but we do have contest prizes. So for Madonna's birthday, we had a contest with 3 amazing prizes, including the Rio show on Blu-ray as the grand prize, a Like a Virgin t-shirt as second prize, and the Peep Show keychain from the tour as third prize, head on over to Madonna Everybody Fan Club on Facebook to see in the announcements and to enter the contest. It will be going on for another week and a half, and we would love to have you be over there. Get to know other fans, introduce yourself, enter the contest, become a fan of the month. We have so many things going on, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Um, as well as to like and subscribe here. Let us know what you think. Comment, let us know what you would like to see more of. I still have to get some of those other videos made, and I promise to do that. We will have some anniversaries coming up, people. Bedtime Stories is on the way, so keep an eye out for that. And thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Dance and sing, get up and do your thing. Thank you for joining us here at Madonna Everybody Fan Club channel, and I hope you enjoyed our latest video. I hope that you will join us here by liking and subscribing. And also, we have social media with Facebook. We have Madonna Everybody Fan Club, over 5,000 Madonna fans to join. And we have an Instagram at Madonna EFC. So make sure you check those out, as well as a page on Facebook, Madonna Everybody Fan Club, to follow. So definitely check out those social media platforms and join us there. We have contests, we have Fan of the Month, and we have features and lots of great fans to meet. But more importantly, we'd love to hear from you. Make sure you comment on this video and let us know if there's anything you'd like us to talk about or any future video topics you'd like to see. And thank you again for joining our Madonna family. Music does make the people come together. Thanks, everyone.